shade of black is better. The sweeter the juice, I say the darker the flesh, and the deeper the roots. I give my heart to my sisters on.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Let's have a look at black love, which is revolutionary. Black love.
It was during the silent era when black characters first appeared in cinema, in 1915's Birth of a Nation. The blacks were played by white actors in blackface, and the characters were degrading stereotypes.
Okay, we're going to go more into that, okay? Black love. Now, I say that black love is natural, and that love, regardless of your color, is a natural propensity. Okay, when you leave children to be by themselves, you will see that they will experience love. They can teach us about love in reality. And you know, when you see our children, when they're brought up correctly, that is what I call love. Romantic love can be taught, but by nature, we are people of love. I don't know this boy, but I love him already. That is me. And you know, when you fall in that love, you see, it's about creating that life of being like a child again. You know, many of us have forgotten what it felt like, or what it felt like to fall in love for the first time. Or to meet that sister, or meet that brother. You know, I mean, this is how we're gonna be. That's love, man.
That boy with the orange t-shirt, tall one, he's an African, we're ready to wait child lock.
That's how we gotta be.
Molly! Molly! Oh my god, he hit me! Oh my god, he knows my name! Molly! Oh my god, I'm so happy!
To me, that is love. You know? And you know, to me, you're gonna strive, and we're gonna strive to stay young in heart all the time. And that's why sometimes I love it when we become conscious. We get old and mash up. Just mash up. No love at all, man. Pure Soviet relationships. That's Soviet. As I love my two air, man. You can be conscious and be in love at the same time, man. And we're going to always remind to be young at heart at all times. But what's happening? If love is meant to be so natural, then why do we have to talk about black love? What has happened to us as a people? Why do we get this reaction? That's deep.
What is that?
Parents are laughing.
That's a nice doll. That's a lovely doll.
What makes a young child react like that to a black doll? But yeah, to us it's natural to have a European doll. We don't react like that. What's happened to black love? Why do sisters feel like this? That's our beautiful sister. And this is deep. She ain't a one-off. What has made us hate ourselves? That's why we want to institute black love every single year in February, to increase the love of who we are. And I'm going to come back to our sister Lupita in a second, okay? But that was her childhood.
I mean, to be able to do that was, I mean, it was an art, you know, just to try to do that.
We had to play the buffoons
in such a way that
for years and years in Hollywood.
On one hand, you know, they were great actors. On one hand, there's this big argument about the disservice they did to African Americans, because all across the world, people started thinking that all African Americans talk like you.
It was these types of images that led to a black separatist cinema movement during the 1930s and 1940s, which sought to counter the negative images that were being perpetrated by
Some
Hollywood.
tried to fight
For a
back.
steady stream of numerous films, this movement showed a larger panorama of black life.
Some try to show us as normal human beings, man. But Hollywood has never been our friend.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that?
Any white person who was born and raised in school in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all, and everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over. We need to stop telling the myths and start telling the truth.
So when you tell people that they're racist, and it must have some kind of effect, because most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black. Yeah, and then you say name one. Or when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that. If you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color. And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin.
Nothing wrong.
Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are. And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 2,000 years ago. And every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes.
Wow.
Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is.
Facts.
And as people move farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produce less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department. And they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell, so he'd bring them home. And I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had a liver problem. So I took him to the doctor, and she said, what are you feeding these kids? I said, well, lots of orange juice. She said, stop it if you want them to stop being orange. Now, you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment. Get over it.
So, if all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Of course they can. Of course they can. Of course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duc dus, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. And
Jeez! That's how you gotta come, brothers and sisters, with facts. Lick, shot, pump, Babylon, So she told them, we've got to re-educate. And a part of that re-education process, brothers and sisters, is, as she said, going back to that Nile Valley civilization. And we're talking about black love today. And does anyone know what this is called? The because we know, the brothers and sisters are now wearing it. That's deep. But we're talking about black love. How is this a symbol of black love? Many people don't appreciate. Oops. Yeah. All right. Someone just said it. Because the top half there is the female organ. The bottom half there is the male's organ. And when they meet together, it produces life. So that's why it was called the key of life, or the anchor of life. So when the male meets the female. So this symbol represented love, and it represented life. And at the same time, that symbol gave birth to the Western symbol of the cross. But what does the cross mean? Death. So you got to understand, sometimes what is one way for us is opposite to others. And what we're going to try and do, brothers and sisters, is get back to how we saw life, how we saw our symbols, because it's fundamental. And then we go back to this man. Who's this? Osir or Osiris. Yeah, when you want to talk about black love, you've got to go to what they call the black love story, the original story. Because when he married his wife, Isis or Osir Set, yeah, they gave birth to their son. Okay, Heru or Horus, which we're going to talk about in a second. But to give a little foundation to what I'm talking about, Osiris, which is known as the black god, the god of blackness, triple darkness, triple blackness. He was there. He had a brother by the name of Seth. Yeah, many of you know about this little story. And Seth wanted to take the position of Osiris or Osir. So Seth literally planned to murder his own brother. It's a very deep mythology. And this was actually played out in what we call Disney's Lion King. Many people don't appreciate Disney. Most of Disney films come right out of the Nile Valley or West African civilizations. We don't know how much billions they made from us. Yeah? You can go to certain temples, the temple of Edfu, and you'll see this whole story of Lion King being played out on the walls of ancient Kemet in the hieroglyphs, okay? And so literally Seth wanted to murder his brother Osiris, and Osiris went down into what they call the dead, okay? Or the underworld, okay? He became not only the god of blackness, but the god of the underworld, okay? But before he got killed, his wife loved him so much, Isis, or Set loved him so much, that when she saw his dead body, she didn't want to give up on that dead body. So what did she do? She created artificial insemination. She literally took mud and literally fashioned a penis. Seriously. Out of that, and she said, and from the story goes, that she became impregnated, okay? That symbol here, the obelisk or the technon, that is the symbol that was used for Osiris. And it's literally a representation of the male organ. Now we see it all over the world. And you see it in the Vatican, you see it in the South Bank and what, okay? That represented the black male's organ. And that was a symbol of Osiris who got murdered, becoming resurrected. And that's why it was a symbol of the resurrection. And from the word resurrection, you get the word erection. Lick, shot, pump, 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 pump. You want to got black love today, okay? So that literally, you know when a black man's happy, that's erection. That's what you're seeing outside of all the temples, is literally the understanding. But Hollywood used that. So as I said before, Osiris, he was the one who got killed, murdered. And you see it there in the Matrix. Osiris was Neo, or Neo played Osiris. That's why he's dressed in all black. And those of you who know about the history of the Matrix, you should know this already. Will Smith was actually written for that particular part, and he turned it down. Damn fool. But anyway, watch on. So he gets murdered, just like Osiris got murdered. Yeah, and they had to make sure that he died. You see, mental, physical, but that's the Isis that was beside him. So he's dead, just like Osiris. The whole world gave up on him. His mind, his brain, his heart has now stopped functioning. Check him. He's gone. Now he's dead. See, that represents the black man who was sent down into the underworld, the god Osiris. But here's a woman. I don't know if you can hear it clearly. I'm not afraid anymore, she says. The oracle told me I would fall in love with a dead man. And that dead man will be the one. So you see, You can't be dead. Why? Why? Because I love you. See, that was the key. And from that love, just like Osiris on the river Nile, she kissed life back into him. And so that man that was once considered dead, by the love of the woman, she could pass on her life, her inspiration, her belief into that man. And I can show you that it's a black woman. Watch. Now get up. That's a black woman. You can't lie. No romance. Get up, man, and go to your work. Tell me that's not a black woman. And based on the belief of that black woman, look at the new black man today. You see, sisters, don't give up on us. I know we're dead. But once you believe in us and you pass on your spirit to us, look what we're doing, man. We're stopping the force of net. All the things that we're running from. See, the poll tax bill, electricity, whatever it may be. See, the black man's not running no more. Done that. Dead. Dead. Then you know he's the one. And then when he looks up, what does he see? He sees mathematics. He sees formulas. That's life. And the same man he was running from the film, he realizes now once you've got a knowledge of who you are, see, the white man can't play tricks on you no more. One hand behind your back. And this is your manager. Kick him out, brethren. That's how you go to work on a Monday. Or Tuesday. So here we are with Osiris. And based on that belief, the woman gave him life. He had the erection, yeah? The resurrection. Gave birth to another son, Heru. And from the African word, Heru, you get the English word, hero.
Come on, brother.
No jokes, let me play with words. As Brother Leo said, don't believe anything we're saying, man. That's where you get the English word hero. So his son was to avenge the father. And that is the war that took on time after time. The war between Heru and Set. And by the way, the word Set is where you get the word Satan from. Satan. And sunset is forces. Yeah, so therefore you see from all the different monuments, you see Set and Heru, or his Greek name was Horus. Yeah, and so the ancient Egyptians saw that you needed both of them to create balance. You have chaos, you have orders. They talked about duality. So one really needed the other, and that's the foundation of the universe. So Set really is not just a particular person. Heru is not a particular person. It's about two forces. Yeah? And I said that we are all have that Heru, and we all have this Set within us. Before I carry on any further, can we please make some big booyaka noise for Robin Walker, man? I love this guy, man. Because again, on the front line, you have to give credit where credit is due. Yeah? So literally, as we move on. So from that love seen between Osiris Set, then you have Heru, the sun. Okay, and believe it or not, that was the original Trinity. Yeah, that was, and this is thousands of years before there was even a Bible. Yeah, this is the original Trinity. The original Trinity was Father, Mother, and Child. That was the original Trinity, and that's why we're talking about black love today. And Brother Leon Marshall giving us this concept. It's fantastic. So Heru, when you go back to mythology, his wife was Hathor or Hathor. That's Hathor there. Yeah, but we were tricked back in the day. Why? Because they told us that this was Hathor. Damn lie. But that's how, and you know, it doesn't even look right, brethren. You know what I mean? It doesn't look, but that's what we were brought up in. Before I carry on, I must give a big shout out to the Huddersfield crew who are watching in via live link, okay? So I want to give out a big shout out to them too. So let's have a look at Hathor. Now remember, if you go right across ancient Egypt or Egypt today, you see images of Hathor. And you see our African features right the way down. You had no hesitation. No Elizabeth Taylor. But we didn't know that. We thought that the people that was teaching us the truth. We're people of love. She's one of our sisters. And you'll see this in many of our African tribes. No debate, no questions needed. And so Hathor was also not just the goddess of love, because she became the goddess of love. Yeah, not motherly love, but love within two people. And Hathor is no coincidence, she's also seen as being the mother of music. We saw that there was a link between music and love. And so we became a people of music and love. When you go back to mythology, they said that Osiris, or Osir, the African god, the black god, he civilized the world using music. So what we're going to do today, you don't know that. Okay, easy Rastafari. You don't know that one, man. Okay, here's your one. 1, 2, 3. All right. Who knows the words? Oh, black people, I love you, man. All right, shut up now, shut up. Let's move on. Okay, team. Gracie, you don't know this one.
Of course.
Behave yourself. 1, 2, 3. 1. Actual. I want every man in this room to turn to a sister and give that sister his best Barry White voice. Every man. Let me see you, man. Jeez. Don't play with me today. Don't play with me today. Alright, we're going deeper now. We're going deeper. Team B, this is your one. You don't know this one. Oh, gosh. Don't lie. 1, 2, 3. Where's Leon, man? Sing for Brother Leon. Come on, feel up, brother. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, wow. Woo! Great to be alive. All right, shut up. Your turn now. You don't know this one. You don't lie. You love it, you don't know. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 2, 1. 1. Okay. Okay. All right, here's your one now. No, don't lie. Stop it, you don't know. Stop your noise. 1, 2, or 3. 3, okay. Oh, you sound so good. This is why we're doing Black Love every February. Make sure you're with us. Jeez, you don't know the words. Team A. No, you don't. 1, 2, or 3. 3. Okay. No. You dropped it. If you get this one, you're in the lead. I can't believe it. Okay, they're not going to get it. All right, over here, the last one. Jeez! Jeez! You don't know this. We're going in. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, Leon, listen to this, man. Black love, man. Black love. This next one's the last one. If you get this one, you won. If not, it's a draw. Yeah, it's the last one. Alright, here we go. Last one. They're not going to get this one. They're not going to get this one. They're not going to get this one. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Jackie. Behave yourself. 1, 2, or 3. 3, 2. Let me hear you. You are so beautiful. Leon, listen, baby.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my
Turn to your brother and sister and say, lick shop on Babylon. Okay. So let's get on back at this one time, isn't it? So we saw, and you can see there, man, as Leon says, turn to your brother and sister and say, That's what you had a moment just there. Yeah? Hathor represented love. And so we knew this, but when the Greeks came to ancient Kemet, yeah, they took Hathor and they turned her into this goddess. This goddess, her name is, you see in a second, Aphrodite or Aphrodite. Okay, she represented the Greek version of Hathor. But what was very important, brothers and sisters, if we don't appreciate the different psychology between the East and the West, they took Hathor, which represented love, and they turned that aphrodisiac, for example. Anytime you see Afro, it means sex. Sex and love is not the same thing. You see what I'm going to say? It's a slight change. So anytime you see the word Afro, yeah, for Aphrodite, which is Hathor, it's always linked to sexuality. Yeah? But as Africans, we never thought that way. Yeah? It was love. And that's a totally different aspect of reality. After the Greeks came the Romans. And the Romans turned Aphrodite, or Aphrodite, into Venus. Yeah? Which again, it's a very slight change from love and sex. But from Venus, because it's now more into sex now, on the carnal side of love, then you get the word venereal. And that's how you get venereal diseases. Yeah? From Venus. But you see how important it is? There's a slight change in the psychology. Changes everything. And that's what I'm saying, as African people, we need to get back to the ankh, yeah, which represented life. And from the ankh, yeah, you get the English word anchor. Yeah, and that's why it's exactly the same. So the anchor is your foundation. You know when you got a ship, when you want to anchor it, it means keep it steady. But in terms of this being our love, what was our anchor? Our anchor was based on our relationship. You see? This is going back thousands of years ago. But look, that was the anchor. The female and the male relationship.
When I was young and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets.
You see, all over, Kemet. Black love is natural to us. Look at this, man. This is powerful love. Over the years, we was poor and now the little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama, the things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce. That's a bad man. That's what you call a G. Yeah? And the respect to the mother was always seen as number one. That's why you saw the bird above the head of all the queens. Okay? And the emphasis, the bird was always a symbol of the mother. Why? Because the bird, not just a bird, the vulture. See, today the vulture's got a bad name. But in ancient Kemet, the woman represented the vulture. Yeah? Why? Because when you see the love and what the female vulture would do to protect his eggs or to protect his young, they said, no, this is a vicious bird when you try to touch his family. And so the ancient Egyptians saw that as a symbolism of love that a mother has to her children. And that's why I love this brother.
I know they like to beat you down a lot, but when you come around the block, brothers scram a lot. Please don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive, but don't forget, girl, keep your head up. And when he tells you ain't nothing, don't leave. And if you can't learn to love you, you should leave. Because sister, you don't need them. And I ain't trying to dash up, I just call it out my city. You know what makes me unhappy? Brothers make babies. And leave the young brother to be a pat. Now, since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman, I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women? I think it's time we kill for our women, time to heal our women, be real to our women. Because if we don't have a race of babies that make the ladies, that make the baby.
Wow.
And since a man can't make one, he has the right to tell a woman when where to create one. So we're real genius. Get up. Know you fed up, baby. Yeah.
Come on! That's prophecy, Frederick. That is prophecy. Yeah? That is prophecy. So before I carry on, you know what I'll do when I teach. Turn to your brother or sister beside you and say, me dead. Yeah? You're with me, you're with me. So we can see this love from ancient Kemet and the Nile Valley civilization. And that's one of my favorite pharaohs you see here, Akhenaten. And when you study the Akhenaten art, okay, one with us, okay? Akhenaten was one of my favorite pharaohs, okay? But when you study his art, Amana art, they said that he showed love, not just for the queen, but they saw family love. Remember, this is the time, thousands and thousands of years ago. Look how we were sitting, man. Yeah, this is beautiful. Art, they say, art. Yeah, and then they say, some say son, Tutankhamun is about love. Remember, this is a time in Europe and they're doing uga. No, this is, see, many of you think I'm cussing, I'm not even trying to cuss. I'm dealing with reality. We never had a Stone Age, beloved. When you study our ancient Kemet civilization, okay, we were always, that's Pepe II. But look, that's Pepe II on his mother's lap. His mother's more important than him. See, this is deep science, deep psychology. Yeah? You understand we're being played today. And then when you study not just the pharaohs, let's look at the people of ancient Kemet, of ancient Egypt. And you find that they were a nation that were based on love too.
I'm sitting here in my bed.
Now you know, when you fall in love, you get to a certain level of love. Yeah? Certain level of love.
I realize what's at stake. From the moment
And a symbol of love, they call it a ring. When you get engaged, a ring. But what they don't teach us, we are the founders of the ring. That's an African concept. Yeah? When you go back to the Nile Valley, you find that the oldest rings on planet Earth were from Africa. See, so when you talk about engagement ring, you understand that is African tradition you're following there. Because the ring represented no beginning, no ending. It's an eternity of lick shot, pump, This is you, brothers and sisters. They made a whole industry studying African culture, and we gave birth to love, the concept of love. So that literally, the ring of love was an African concept. Not only that was the ring, but the oldest jewelry. So that gave birth to all types of jewelry. All of this came out of the Nile Valley and the Eastern civilization. So jewelry came out of us. This is you, brothers and sisters. And so from fashion and jewelry, we created perfume. You see, perfume is more than just a smell to smell good. Perfume we saw as being one of the things that we give to the gods. So you know, literally the way you smell was divine. Yeah? And it gave birth, you see, all across the ancient Kemet temples, that we literally were very deep into the belief of smelling good. Yeah, you see it all over. So we created the first perfume vases. This is us. But you never know by the way some of us smell on a Monday morning on the way to work, man. Stop that smell, brethren. Pick up your culture again. And smell good. Smell good. Because from that industry, man, that perfume, we gave birth to all of these multi-million-pound companies today. All of them come to the East. Real talking. All of these are African at their root. Worth now over 90 billion. But all of that came out of African stuff. And then don't let me start on cosmetics. That is us. How can we prove it? When you look. The origin came from the Nile Valley as well. And why? Because there's African sisters who are literally living by the Nile Valley. They saw that when the brilliant sun hit the surface of the Nile River, the reflection will dazzle their eyes. So being our sisters were scientists, they realized that black absorbs light. So what would they do? They would burn charcoal and they put it all around their eyes. And something you see cricket players do it now, and so on. And what it does, it allows you to see even in the sun. And so then they realize, you know what? It makes our eyes look larger, more luscious, more exotic. So it's African sisters that started that. Not you. So it's a mistake, man, child. Stop it, when she's African at root anyway. But these are some of our sisters, man. Queen of Shepsu. And you see, all of them, male and female, had eyeliners. It wasn't just a sex thing, okay? And then, from the eyes, from the jewelry, the rings, the fashion, they believed in the hair. The hair had to be spiritual, yeah? We took a lot of time on hair. And you see where they get the ideas from, yeah? But then why do we do this?
Well, hello. My dear, before we get into your photograph, this is also the week of the makeover. Darling, what was all of that at my salon? I need you to explain to me why you were so unbelievably naughty.
Listen to this woman.
Please do not relax my hair because I've had to relax for 15 years. And my brand is about embracing your natural beauty.
She wants a natural hair.
And black people. I'm okay with texturizing my hair as long as my curls stay intact. You need to understand that my hair is my identity. People seek me out just because of my hair. So when you tamper with my hair, you tamper with my body. If they say that it needs to be relaxed, I will have to eliminate myself. I'm sorry, I can't do the chemicals. I really can't. I literally rather need to.
She's fighting daily just to keep her hair.
Chemicals in my hair. Like, I'm really sorry, but I need to put myself down. Through me growing out my natural hair, I started to love myself more. Like, I started to accept myself more. Y'all could have given me, like, the worst hairstyle ever with natural hair, and I'd be so totally fine with it. This is really big of myself.
Yeah, so I must apologize to you, judges. Previously, I had my hair straight for 15 years. When I made the transition, I started to love myself more because
don't apologize.
We live in a world where the media tells us that we need to have the straight hair to be accepted.
I hear you. I accept what you're saying. I have also transitioned, like so many other women recently, and I understand what your position from that perspective. However, as a young up-and-coming model, as a young up-and-coming attorney facing judges or senior counsel, as a young upcoming any professional, you have to be what? Professional. Shutting down my salon, creating that mayhem when there's so many other young women to get done and to look fabulous as well, is a loud non-starter. That's the kind of thing in the real world that gets you dismissed immediately. So that can happen again. Okay? It's not what I do that.
Imagine that. Yeah, so many of our sisters now, you know, they don't feel good about their hair. Okay? That's what our children. And so, you know, they need to understand what does it mean about your afro. You see, because you got to understand, brothers and sisters. See, once you know who you are, you had a nation of afros that were literally builders. These were the civilization builders, man, and they love their afro. They won't show that to our young children, though. A nation of afros. Natural. These were the first world. Not ashamed of their hair. And there's the Afro code going way back to ancient Kemet. Way back, way back. Don't you ever be ashamed of your hair. And not only did they have Afro, they had literally the waves, man, that went with it. This ain't no joke, bro. You know how ancient our hair is. And the different styles that we had to go with it, man. Yeah, and that wasn't a small pharaoh, man. That's been Curry. Look. That's one of the builders of the, what, you know when you see the 3 pyramids in the Giza Plateau? He's one of the builders of it, brothers and sisters. Yeah? And he's rocking his waves. He's one of the builders. So this ain't a small pharaoh, it's a major pharaoh. But he's rocking his waves, man. You know what I'm trying to say? We are such a people that should fall in love with ourselves. And we grew up with, that's the nearest we had to a dark person on TV back in the day. Yeah? But again, the hairstyles. Yeah? We had it all. We had it all. When they had a lock by the side of their hair, it just meant represent that this was a young person. Yeah, so our youth had that style way before. Right across the hairstyles you study, all from ancient Kemet, all going right through the motherland too. I'm doing it with love, but from an ancient Kemetic perspective, okay? Look at the hairstyles, man. They see the same thing that we do today on the temple, on the walls of all the temples. This is our nation, but we're going to fall in love. Look at some of these hairstyles, man. You'll see it with us today. And what you're looking at there, they'll pack it with wax and perfume. So when you know, the hair will smell sweet. Look at how diverse our people are. We're beautiful people, brothers and sisters. Fall in love all over again. All what you're seeing came from us. All what you're seeing came from us. From diverse hairstyles right across the continent. They don't even want to study the wigs. They've got them on show. Yeah? These are not European people, man. The hairstyles show that this is a strong African stock. Hence why we've got to go back. So we can go forward again, brothers and sisters, and show what Sankofa really means. Look at that. This is found in the Egyptian Museum. So they know what our hair was like, and they know the richness. And by the way, you can't take pictures when you go up there. That's why you got to be black when you go up there. I mean, Brixton black, Harleston black. You just take out your, you take out your mobile phone, your phone, taking pictures anyway. Sometimes you've got to be ignorant. Because they're holding on to the secrets that our children need to know, man. And even when you want to go back to the mummies, I know it's a bit morbid, but sometimes you've got to show the proof of your ancient selves, brothers and sisters. You are people of love. You are people of love. You can see their hair and their features. This is what they don't want us to know. So as I finish now, and I'm finishing now, the greatest love of all is going back to how we started. Let's go back to our sister Lupita. She wanted light skin. But everything changed when she saw the movie Color Purple. See, movies can change a whole generation. And that's why myself, Robin Walker, Leo Marshall, Tony Warner, we use the movies because the movies are mass ways of changing opinion and understanding of who you are in yourself. So by watching a movie, she changed the way she thought about herself. But she's had struggle because even when she is used, they try to lighten her skin. And she has to literally fight back and say, no, I want the children to see my original colour. My original skin. I want them to feel proud of who they are. And that's why we're calling it black love, brothers and sisters. We don't here to cuss no other people. We're so busy of just reintroducing love back into us. Love is revolutionary. And we lead that revolution amongst our people.
May it remind me and every little child that no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid. Thank you.
Yeah, give her applause, man. She's had that fight. Yeah? And the very last thing now, because I'm finishing now, the very last thing, brothers and sisters, I'm going to play my last video here. The very last thing, before I do that, just turn around to the brother or sister beside you and tell them, black love is black revolution. Turn to your brethren and say, black love is black magic. And when you go home tonight and someone asks you, where did you go today? Say you came to the Love Doctor's Clinic here tonight. And that you found yourself making love all day. So as we finish now, oh, what's that one there? Go on.
My throat. Oh, good. Greetings, everyone. Okay, sorry, my throat is gone. But this is from, hi, Robin, how you doing? Can't help it. You have been absolutely beautiful, and the support that I've got is, you're great. I love you all, yeah? Thank you very much for supporting myself and Uncle Emmanuel. This is the latest book from Ranaka Rashidi. Yes. All the curls, all the locks, everything. It's picturesque. 2 copies.
I totally back that book.
Yeah, it's 100%. One of the most beautiful books I've seen. He's done others that I have at the moment, but this one tops it. It rocks it. You know, the throws in there, your cane rows are in here, your locks are in here, right through it. It's one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. So I have a few copies, but if you do need some, I will take your details and we take it from there. Black love.
Black love. Every time. I'm going to play the last bit now. Thank you, Sister Legit. Okay? But before I play this last one, please, brothers and sisters, make some, because we couldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for one sister, one professional that literally rocked it and put her own line, her own reputation on the line. That's Sister Dr. Jackie. This is my sister, Dr. Jackie. Yeah? This is her university. And that's why we're all there. We're all there because of this one sister. So, brothers and sisters, as I finish, but there's something I want to do, yes. Next week, I was going to show that. Next week, we got an event called When They See Us. Remember that film on Netflix? next. I'm telling you, Bumsy, we're going to rock it big down in Tottenham. Yeah? Please, before I go, I'm going to put it on the screen anyway. Before we go, please come. You just take one and pass it on this. Yeah? Please make sure you're there. So, as we finish now, remember I said, what is the greatest love of all? This is how we're going to end this. This is the greatest love of all. The words in this is powerful. Because this to me is what black love is really about.
I believe the children are our future.
Sing along.
Teach them well and let them lead.
And when you sing, feel the words.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
This is the greatest love. Sing, brothers and sisters.
Give them a sense of pride.
Make it easier.
Let the children fly.
Remind us.
Remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero.
Sing.
People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled.
You're sounding good, Middlesex. Sing with your heart. Lonely sometimes.
So I learned to depend
On who?
on me. I decided long
Long time ago.
never to walk in it.
No one's shadow, man. No one's. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live the life that I wanted to live. Don't let them take your dignity. No. Hold on to your dignity. Oh, you're so beautiful, people. Greatest love. Greatest love. Sing like I'm paying you. It's inside of me. It's inside of me. It's inside of you. This is love today. This is love today. Look at this. This is love today. You're so beautiful. Because of your shade. Because of your color. Because of your religion. Because of your class. Because of your history. You are the greatest. Sing! Special place. See, brothers and sisters, you are fantastic. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Brothers and sisters, sorry. Brothers and sisters, tell me something. I'm finished now. I'm not going to show nothing more, okay? It does come. I'm not going to show no more. But please, before I go, say the 3 most revolutionary words you can say to a black person, which is, I love you. Say it to the person beside you. Give them a hug and tell them, I love you. I love you. I'm revolutionary. I'm militant. I'm going to love you today. I'm going to love you tomorrow. I'm going to love you next week. That's my passion, my religion, my spirituality is love. Brothers and sisters, I love you, Brother Andrew Mohammed. Thank you very much. One love.
In the name of black love, can we all rise to our feet and give a big black love noise for Papa G and Lady Adele?